No egos.
No judgment.
Break bread and prosper. Talk to a brother.
Even though you, for example, Chris, has said a couple of times, because I listen to you, and when you say to me, yeah, you know, when I was scared of Faye and this, and you talk about a lot of things in the past, but you're a work in progress. Because when I read you, I still read someone, you know, when you've had that background, you can't, don't matter, even if you have a tough time, you had a tough time last year and you're going through stuff, it's kind of like you're in the void now and you've got to rebuild from scratch. And that isn't easy because all you know is what you knew.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So even though you might read the script and say, yeah, people say you should be saying wusa and playing meditation music and this, that, them, and chill out and change your views. It's not as easy as that, man. We can't, because when we're under pressure in life, we go back to what we are instinctively.
Yeah, big time.
So to change that, it takes time. And the thing is, the time is the patience. And have you, or are you a patient person already? If you're not, do you see what I mean? So there's a lot of things in there.
You've got to readjust your core values.
Because
it's easy to write down what your core values are.
Facts.
It's hard to actually work by them and make them consistent things in your life. So when you say like you can't change all your core values at once. If your core value is self and you're a selfish person, to all of a sudden say you're a community, that doesn't happen. Like you can write it down.
You're not even able to.
Yeah.
You haven't got it in you.
Yeah.
It's all right saying, yeah, you know, I'm going to heal the world. But the truth of the matter is that's not in you, man. You can talk, you know, you can talk to, you can read all the mags, you can go online and say, I want to, you know, become that. And you might even tell people, I'm in this now. And everyone watches it. Oh, yeah, you know, I'm that. That's so good. That's so good. I'm so proud of him. But the bottom line is, it's going to last 5 minutes because sooner or later you run out of that energy because that's not your heart. Your heart is not there.
And you know what? That's what it is. I think it's a case of being authentic. It's an authentic thing.
Yeah.
And you've mentioned my experience.
Yeah, no disrespect, but you know,
it's
we'll go through our...
It's not disrespect at all. None taken whatsoever. But what I'm blessed with, and I always say I'm blessed. If you see my stuff a lot, and I am literally blessed because within that transition that I've gone through, and I'm still going through and growing through, I'm blessed that all the people now all the values I am authentically living or trying to live is gravitating actual people in those networks. From Tom to yourself, to other people who, like other mentors, coaches, and other people that I have that are actually living those.
I'll tell you, you are blessed. I'll tell you why you're blessed. I'm going to tell you why you're blessed.
Go for it.
Right, the reason you're blessed, is because you have been brought up in quite a stoic fashion. Very much, you know, we need to achieve. There's no real emotion in there, but you are an emotional person. You, Chris, are an emotional person. So your blessing actually is that your emotions is what's going to win over. You've been almost conditioned in a way not to have that expression. But I see you learning that kind of expression, that emotional expression is coming out.
Yeah.
So that is your journey. It ain't going to happen today or tomorrow, I can tell you now. You're on your journey, man.
Yeah.
Because
maybe
I tell you why.
John's age, you'll get there, isn't it?
I was waiting for it.
When I was 33, similar, how old are you now?
I'll be 38 in December.
All right, so when I was 33, I went through very similar experience to you.
Really?
Really similar experience to you. I'm also, if you didn't guess, quite an emotional person, right? Passionate, emotional person. Because we hit a vibration, right? We know. But when I was 33, I was all about success. I was all about, you know, I wanted to become a qualified accountant. You know, and I did accountant, but I was on that. I was, you know, I bought my second house. I had a family, you know, I had a nice house. I had, in a nice area in Shirley. My 2 kids.
All about the image.
Well, do you know what? It wasn't even about the image. It's not image. What it is that's the path I was set on.
Yeah.
And that was where I was getting validation from my family and particularly from my parents. My dad, a lot of time what he'd say is to me is, you're doing really well, you got your qualification, you got your house, man, I'm so proud of you. And I'd be like, yeah, my dad doesn't really ever say he's proud of me, but it's as a child side, my parent-adult-child bullshit, So as my child, I'm sort of going, yeah, you know, my dad really, I want to please my dad in a way.
Yeah.
I want to please my parents because I love my parents and I really wanted that recognition. Yeah. But the thing is, because I'm an emotional character and because actually my core, which I didn't really understand at the time, was going in a different direction, wanted to break out in a different direction, I had a breakdown.
That was a conflict, isn't it?
I had the software glitch, man. 33, pap! I had this glitch, and it all happened because I got made redundant. And I got made redundant from my job, and they paid me 20 grand. I wasn't short of money, but I had no job. And in 3 months,
That's security, innit?
listen, it was this, but it's also my self-worth was tied up in having a job, wearing that suit, going to the office, being corporate, and I had no job. And by the time 3 months down the line came, and I had 3 offers in one, by the time, you know, it takes a process, I had 3 offers in 1 week. By that time had come, I had so much stress going through me, through not working, through worrying about, you know, my, you know, not having that self-worth, that by the time that, you know, that week came, I literally popped. I went to the gym one day and I just popped. I came out, I was shaking. I ended up going to the hospital. And, you know, they said to me, you've got mild stress, gave me some tablets, which made me worse. These tablets are so toxic. They make you even worse. You have bad dreams. You can't think. And it took a while. And, but I did have a complete shift. And, you know, I did a lot of analysis. I got away from listening to a lot of people that were telling me, you if you've got this suit on and you've got a certain tie and you're this, that, and the other. Because I was already not corporate, but I was trying to fit in.
Your people in your circle have massive.
And here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you guys a secret, right? Which no one knows.
Old Spice.
Old Spice.
That's what you got naturally. Here's the thing, right? I actually flipped it all round and I became a massage therapist.
No way.
Right? I became a massage therapist, yeah?
Them hands,
I didn't listen. Because what I worked out was the emotion that I got going inside me heals.
I love it. I love it.
Right? It heals.
This guy might be my twin, you know.
Listen, and you guys will know because you're just sitting with me and you'll get a sense of, actually there's an uplifting. You'll never feel like this guy's draining me. And that was through my hands. And I was massaging for a year and I completely changed around. Because you know what I was doing? I was going serving people. I worked for charities. I worked for London Marathon Runners. I worked for a stillborn children association in London. And lots of different, and I was out on the road, had my, my table in the car here, there, had clients in the gym. I worked in Solutions. I worked in the other one, the fitness place on Cherry Orchard Road in Croydon. And through learning to identify with what I wanted to do truly in my heart, through serving other people in the community, putting my hands on people, helping them feel better, take away their pains, I found myself. And I never had any qualms about it again. 100% root.
Do you know what's crazy? Like, there's a gentleman I talk to quite frequently, and he says, like, the stages in your life that you go through, and you kind of had to go through that stage to make that readjustment. And 30 is meant to be one of them things, because at 30, now you're almost setting your roots now. Because you get to 30, is this going to be me forever? Because if I get to 40 and I'm this...
forever?
Come on,
Andre.
40 is a deep age to hit and not be happy still. So you need to make the decision. Like I said, financially, now if you would have stayed there, it would have been good. But mentally, I would have been screwed.
Mentally it was tough. And if you, and I know you will absorb what I just said on some level, because I can see it ticking away.
Yeah, bro, I love it.
When I turned 40, I can't if I was 39, so you were 38. I was 39, shout out, 40. I was like, do you know what? I was sitting there saying, I actually don't mind turning 40, but what I do mind is my life is not how I want to live.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I didn't really want to be with my ex-partner. I didn't want to be in that situation. I loved my kids. I wanted to be a dad, but I didn't want to be in this dynamic and I didn't want to be in this job, blah, blah, blah. So again, turning 40 was another milestone. I said, right, okay, you know what? I've got to work on some things. And when I turned 50, I was like, wow, you know what? Actually, I'm really happy where I am. Right, that's taken me a couple of decades longer because I meet people, 30, 40, they're happy. It's taken me a bit longer. But my level of joy now when I'm walking generally, it's peak.
That's it.
I'm so happy, and not because of some bullshit, but it's because it's all real to me.
Yeah, it's authentic. It's pure. It's not a pure place as well.
Yeah, man.
Egos.
No judgment.
Break bread and prosper. Talk to a brother.